Advent is an opportunity for us all to pause a little bit and look at the deeper questions in life. Unlike Lent, when we associate Lent very much with ashes and fasting, there is no fasting or ashes with Advent, but it really is a season of waiting to welcome the child Jesus into our lives. A youngster said to me last year, or said to one of my friends last year in the class, look, it wasn't Jesus born last year, he's hardly born every year. Well, of course, Jesus is born not only every year, but every day of our lives, in the way that we renew our love for one another and reach out as best we can to be the Christians we should be. What I like particularly about Advent, or what it means to Christians, is very much centred on the Advent wreath. Lighting the first candle lit last Sunday, and as the season progresses, every candle will be lit in the wreath, and we'll suddenly welcome the light of Christ clearly into our lives. So a time to pause, a time to reflect, a time to take stock of where we are, and to put the C back in Christmas, the Christ back in Christmas. We are in the Diocese of Kildare and Leighlin have, I suppose, reignited our Reach Out campaign. The Reach Out campaign has been in the diocese for many years, started by my predecessor, Bishop Jim Moriarty, and many gifts have been given out to every home in the diocese over those years. Gifts from a candle, a little image for a crib, the image of Jesus. This year, the gift we're giving every home is the image of Pope Francis, and a very beautiful image of Pope Francis, which will be framed for every home to put in their little child's prayer space. Just where years ago every home had a Sacred Heart picture, Holy Water font, we're saying, look, at Pope Francis, without a shadow of a doubt, is the man of the moment. And here in the little card that accompanies it are 2 or 3 different quotes from Pope Francis, including that powerful one where he sees the church as a field hospital, and all of us are reaching out to those who need our help, our support, our compassion. Equally, there's a lovely little Advent family prayer and Christmas family prayer for the table, so that again, putting Christ into Christmas means that when we gather to eat around that table on Christmas Day, we'll be able to say a prayer together. And equally, in the meals leading up to Christmas Day, we equally can pray together. I think too many of us tend to eat on the run, and Advent is really about not doing it on the run. And Kildare and Leighlin, hopefully, I walk quick, but we can walk gently with each other with these reach out gifts. Every home in our diocese have got it. That's 40,000 homes, 250,000 people. And we're printing more. We ran out of them. Hope is a central theme of Advent. And I think of the workers in Pfizer in Newbridge getting difficult news in recent days. I think of the many people who have had to emigrate, who are finding it difficult to survive with austerity. I think of many people in different relationships that have broken up and despaired. We all need hope. And I think that the Christ of Christmas brings all of us that joy and hope. Lighting the candle on the reed is much better than living in the darkness. And I suppose my big message is to encourage people who feel at the edge, who feel maybe a little suicidal, who feel tender. There is always help there. And where there's help, there's hope. Advent is a season that celebrates that. Christ comes with the January flower, that lovely line from Patrick Kavanagh the poet.